Hey there guys, welcome to the next time lapse here on the Duct Tape Stuff channel. This is going to be a Minecraft time lapse. It's going to be a Minecraft painting I'm going to make. I'm going to put two images on it. One of them is the popular creeper face and the other is kind of a logo that I found online, which I'm pretty sure is one of the logos for the Minecraft game. But those of you who play the game will definitely be able to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but you'll have to wait and see if I got it right. I've been getting a lot of requests to make a Minecraft styled creation for a long time, like a wallet or a painting from a lot of different people, so I decided to put this painting together for all those people who did put in a request for something Minecraft. I've been seeing a lot of the videos, been reviewing a lot of the time lapses on the channel, and a lot of them seem to be pretty popular. A lot of people like when I do time lapses, so I decided to film a time lapse every Friday. This is going to be the first video in that series. So every Friday I'm going to post a new time lapse because I think people enjoy watching them, and it does allow me to showcase a lot of what I can do with the tape and a lot of different popular logos, such as the Minecraft thing that I'm working on here. So yeah, working on the creeper face now. Like I said, this is going to be obviously the first video, the first Friday time lapse, and then each Friday I will post a different time lapse, and you guys can have something to look forward to each week, at least every Friday. So working on the creeper face now, I didn't cut out the bottom quite evenly, so I'm going back over it a few times just to make that line a little bit even. So it's not going to be exactly a perfect square like my paper is there, but it'll be pretty close. And you can tell the paper image that I printed out is the color is a little bit off because my printer has been acting up lately, but I know the background color. For the creeper face, it's pretty simple. It's just black and green, so that was a pretty simple image. And you see me just line it up so I'm able to know exactly where the eyes go. I always try to do that with a lot of my creations. If I do cut out something from inside the paper cutout, I can just line it up and then apply the pieces I cut out wherever I need to. And the mouth was just barely enough to fit on a strip of tape without doing any overlapping or anything like that. So I'm just going to cut it out nice and quickly there. Nothing special about that. Like I said, this is one of two logos which are going to go onto the painting. So making the face there, just like that. So now the creeper face is pretty much done. We're going to peel that up and stick it right onto the painting. I lined the paper other logo up there so I have an idea of what it's going to look like before I set it down. Now we're going to work on that piece there. And you can tell there's kind of a little bit of a yellow in the logo. There isn't really, it's all green or brown, but like I said, my printer was acting up, so I just had to keep in mind when I'm cutting it out later that it is actually all green up there on the top. So gotta remember that. So just cutting out the boundary next. I'm going to be doing some layering here, so I'm cutting out one giant brown piece, and it kind of comes out looking like a shield, even though it's really a cube. You can see that shield image there. So that's the background for the brown. Now I'm going to take that green again. I decided to go with the lime green again just to kind of go with the theme of the creeper face. I could have done with the forest green, but decided to go with the lime green. That packaging tape really comes in handy to make sure that thing sticks down and doesn't go anywhere. So now I'm just very, very carefully cutting out all those little blocks, which is all about Minecraft. It's like more or less like a building game for those of you who aren't familiar with it. I wasn't familiar with it until I gave it a good look and kind of got an idea of what it was like and watched some people play it online. That's how I learned about the creepers, because you pretty much have to play the game to know what the creepers are. It's not something that you would really know about unless you know someone who plays the game or you've seen people play it. So just cutting out all those tiny little blocks, all those little pixels. It's very, very mindless work. You're just doing it really slowly. Now you've got to carefully peel up all the rest of it. The X-Acto knife is fairly sharp, so most of it did come out, but I had to do a little bit of extra trimming to make sure that all those little pixel pieces did come out. You can start to see them appear, which is pretty cool on that green piece. So just very carefully. There's a little bit of the adhesive showing on that little piece there, so I just had to do a little bit of cutting to make sure to remove that. It wouldn't make too much of a difference, but it's going to show up on the black background, and the white adhesive will definitely show up on the black. So I got it all cut out. We're almost to the end of the time lapse here. I'm going to layer that directly on top of the brown shield you got there, which is really the brown cube. And now we're just going to stick it right on the sheet here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this time lapse. Like I said, there'll be a new time lapse posted every single Friday, so catch those in the future. And hopefully you liked the Minecraft time lapse painting.